I saw how joyful the night is, and I just wanted to tell you a story that will add to the joy that is among us. I'm going to tell it not as a poem, not as a song, just like lame people do. So the date was December 18, 2018. I was on an airplane with my lovely wife going back to Saudi Arabia. Because the most joyful place you can celebrate Christmas and really feel the spirit is Saudi Arabia. We started talking together about different things, like when we get there, are we going to take a taxi or an Uber? Which parents are we going to visit first, mine or hers? And the conversation went on and on until we touched on a subject I was eager to talk about. We were planning our 7-year anniversary, and I really wanted to know what I should get her as a present. And if you're thinking you've been married for 7 years and you don't know what to get your wife, I would like to add that we dated for like 2 years before that, and I still don't know what to get her. When we got there, to our surprise, both our parents came to the airport to receive us. So we decided, I'm going to go with my parents, and she is going to go with hers. After all, it's just going to be a short period, and then we're going to go back to New York, and we have the rest of our lives to spend. So it's not a big deal. 3 weeks pass so fast. We meet at the airport, almost at the same spot. I see her, and the first thing I say, oh my God, I have missed you. How have you been? It's been 3 weeks. I saw my friend, I saw my classmates. I spent a lot of time with my family. I'm just sad that, you weren't there to witness it with me. And she looked at me and said, no, don't be sorry. I spent a lot of time with my family. I spent a lot of time with my cousins. I saw a friend of mine that I haven't seen since I was 7 years old. It was an amazing time. I'm just sorry you weren't there to witness it with me. And then it dawned on us. Was it weird that we were both having fun, just not together? So we had something to talk about. And we had some time to kill. We had 5 hours until takeoff, because that's how long we Saudis go to the airport before the flight. We had a 13-hour flight, and then a 6-hour drive from the airport to our apartment, just to give you a simple idea how great the traffic here in New York is. So we spent almost 24 hours talking about how we enjoyed not spending 3 weeks together. It was very awkward. As soon as we got to the apartment, we decided, let's not make any rash decisions. After all, we are so tired and jet lagged, so let's leave the decision to later on. The week after, we sat down, talked for a very long time, and then we thought we'd put our relationship to the test. We thought, let's separate and see really how we feel about each other. With no friends, with no family, let's put it to the test. So, and this time, instead of doing it for 3 weeks, we're gonna do it for 3 months. Aggressive? I know. I moved out, and 3 months passed just like that. And the first time we met was at a couples counselor's office. We sat down, and the counselor asked us, so what do you guys want to do? And without hesitation, we put our hands in each other, gazed in each other's eyes, and with one voice said those 3 magical words, I want a divorce. I thought that would be more sad, but what we discovered is that we changed a lot over the past 9 years. We changed to the extent that we don't fit with each other, that we don't find our lives together. But we were both scared that we would lose each other. So none of us said anything. Fast forward a few months later, June 22nd, 2019, I was back on an airplane headed to Saudi Arabia, but this time to get my divorce papers finalized. At the airport, I met one of my oldest friends, just by coincidence. And we decided to catch up, so we wanted to sit next to each other. It took us like 30 minutes to convince this very old lady that an aisle seat is better for her. It's more comfortable. We sat beside each other and we started talking. And then I gave him the news and he said, "What? Osama, didn't you just sacrifice everything for this girl?" I looked at him and I said, "I don't know about everything. I mean, okay, yes, I left my job, I left my family, my friends, and everybody I know just so I can relocate to New York to be with her. But I mean, is that everything?" He looked at me and he smiled and he said, "Osama, your state of mind can only be described by this body of water in Egypt called denial." I looked back and I said, "Don't be fooled by the smile on my face, because mindfully, this all makes sense, but heartfully, I am in a lot of pain. And the only thing that keeps me going is that me and my wife are in agreement. Our agreement is that our marriage had to end." I looked at him and I said, "You know what? 8 months ago, I was on the same plane, going to the same place. Back then, I was planning my anniversary. Now, I'm planning my divorce. And what you don't know is that we never fought. We never screamed at each other. Until today, we still talk to each other at least once a week. So the consolation is, my marriage had to end so our relationship could continue." Thank you.
Give it up for Osama one more time. Come on, come on. I tell you what, we are never taking a break. Yo, if Pam says, "Hey, I just want to go out with the girls tonight," no! No! We will not put our love to the test. We're not doing that, okay? No, no, no.